As we begin, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Today's the gospel reading was from John 14:21-26. And as you know, as I spoke before, I listen to the Hallow app and I listen to Jeff Caven on a daily basis and his reflection. But also I listen at night sometimes to Pints with Aquinas and Matt Fradd. And last night I was listening to Father Malachi. Father Malachi was talking about the readings, part of what he was talking about, and how we can, we think, oh, we've got it. Oh, we understand it. Not necessarily. We have to keep studying it. And that's what he was saying. He said, it's Jesus's word. It keeps revealing itself to us all the time. And so when we're reading his word, do we soak it in? Do we take it in? Do we, just study it and love it? And today there were so many just different things. Like Jesus said, whoever has my commandments and observe them is the one who loves me. And whoever loves me will be loved by my Father, that alone. And I will love him and reveal myself to him. You could just go with that. You don't even have to go any further into the gospel today, because that in itself is just, wow. We got to keep his commandments. He's taught us those commandments. All right. And then if you observe those throughout the day, that just shows, that you're loving him. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. That's why we're constantly learning. We're constantly growing. So he goes on and he's talking about whoever loves me will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and he will come to him, and we will come to him and make our dwelling within him. Whoever does not love me does not keep my words, yet the words you hear is not mine, but that of my Father who sent me. And then he goes on to say, I have told you this while I am with you. The advocate, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name, will teach you everything and remind you of all that I have told you. I'm going to remind you. How many times throughout the day does the Holy Spirit remind you of Jesus' word? Do you listen? And we have to, the thing about it is, the Holy Spirit can't remind us of his word if we haven't studied it. And Jeff made a great analogy. Be a squirrel. I love that. Be a squirrel. If you know me, you know I love squirrels. You know that I sometimes think like a squirrel. I'm off on different tangents very quickly. But what do squirrels do? They gorge themselves. They take it all in. They they get it all. They take it as much as they can get. And they save it for later when they need it. Well, that's what we need to do with Jesus' word. We need to take it all in as much as we can, and then we need to save it. And then allow the Holy Spirit to bring it forth. So if we're throughout the day, we come into a situation, we're like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember studying that. I need to listen to his word. Go out and be a squirrel. Go out and be a squirrel today. Gorge on his word. Have a good one.